What's up, guys? Chase Oliver here, bringing you my Monday Night Raw, March 3rd, 2014 review. Anyways, let's get started. So WWE heard about this, though. We're in Chicago. The Chicago crowd was going to hijack the fucking show, motherfuckers. And the WWE was going to fall underneath the pressure of all those fans. And they were loud. They were cheering during most of the matches. They were exciting most of the matches. They didn't really hijack anything. They were kind of acting like a normal WWE crowd. Imagine that. The WWE knew what they were going to do. You guys may think this may be an agent and change of the WWE, that the WWE is finally doing what you guys want. But it was just another day in the office for the WWE and their TV show. They controlled this whole crowd tonight. Yeah, the crowd was chanting CM Punk, but they mentioned CM Punk, how they had CM Punk's theme music to start off Raw to make you think CM Punk was actually going to be here tonight. Out comes Paul Heyman to CM Punk's music, which kind of confused me, but Paul Heyman ends up sitting in the middle of the ring, and he talks about how, the CM Punk story. And if you heard this, you've seen this DVD or heard CM Punk talk about it before, you know the CM Punk story by now. But I was thinking in the back of my head, wait a minute, why is Paul Heyman standing up for CM Punk? Shouldn't he hate CM Punk for what he did to Paul Heyman all those months ago in 2013? And Paul Heyman, kayfabe is dead in wrestling, but he kept kayfabe alive here, where he's all like, who is the main reason why CM Punk is gone? It's you people, blaming us fans for the reason why CM Punk's gone, because Paul Heyman used to control CM Punk and made CM Punk do whatever, and CM Punk was successful under his reign, but when he started to listen to us, the fans, that's when Paul Heyman lost CM Punk, and that's why CM Punk is no longer around today, because Paul Heyman couldn't control him, and I thought this was great heel shit from Paul Heyman, and how he was mad that CM Punk couldn't break this streak, and now he wants revenge because he has done it all as a manager here in the WWE, and the one thing he hasn't done is breaking that streak, and he's going to with his best buddy, Brock Lesnar. Lesnar comes out, fans are chanting for CM Punk. Brock Lesnar, pretty much talks about how guys like Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and even Chicago's own CM Punk couldn't end the streak, but I am the biggest threat to the streak, and you could argue that for the past decade, there hasn't really been that big guys to really try to end the streak. Maybe Batista is one of the few guys you can look at that possibly had a chance to end the streak, and obviously Shawn Michaels and Triple H. But other than that, really, to be honest, Brock Lesnar is one of the bigger threats in Taker's career, so this makes sense. Brock Lesnar pretty much says he's going to end the streak. Out comes Henry. You make Lesnar look like a fucking beast, because Lesnar just destroys Mark Henry. I don't know why Mark Henry didn't learn his lesson a month ago, but there you go. Look, Brock Lesnar and Undertaker build-up. Great stuff by the WWE. I really did enjoy this. Now we move on to some of the mid-card stuff. Sometimes the WWE, they can blow their load a little bit too much and waste a valuable moment happening at WrestleMania. And sometimes they can actually be patient and wait for a good time payoff. And let's talk about where they blew their load. The Usos taking on the New Age Outlaws. And I ask you this. A lot of people were saying, oh, I don't give a fuck. I just didn't want to see the New Age Outlaws at WrestleMania. And I ask you this. A lot of you fans were chanting for the New Age Outlaws, cheering for Road Dogg, saying you still got it, and a lot of fans like the New Age Outlaws. Why are all of a sudden the change where we don't want to see these guys anymore? What, were they really that disinteresting? I felt they were doing great. They were getting heel heat on them. And then also, let me ask you this. When was the last big tag team moment for WrestleMania? Can you please tell me? Because the last big tag team moment that I can think of in my brain right now is WrestleMania 17. The tag team division has not had a big moment since WrestleMania 17. You look at WrestleMania 25 when they unified the tag team belts. That wasn't even on the show. It was on the pre-show. It wasn't even called the pre-show at the time. It was called a dark match. And then WrestleMania 26, they didn't even have the Hart Dynasty win the fucking belts. They had to win it like 2 weeks later. What I'm saying is they could have actually had a great moment at WrestleMania for the tag team straps, something we haven't seen in a while. But no, we're just going to blow our load, and all of a sudden the Usos are going to win on Monday Night Raw, and they're going to have the rematch on main event. I don't get that. I really don't. I'm happy the Usos are tag team champions. Don't get me wrong. I like the Usos. But how much better would it be to finally actually have a big-time tag team moment at WrestleMania? And I know a lot of people are saying, well, this could possibly lead to a multi-team tag team match. Oh, yeah, because that worked out well when they did it at WrestleMania 28, right? That big-time multi-team tag team match led to a lot of great moments for WWE's WrestleMania history when it comes down to the tag team department. No, the multi-team tag team match will just feature tag teams, and it'll be a mediocre match where the Usos win. It's not meaningful. To me personally, they blew their load here. That's the bottom line. I'm happy the Usos won the tag team straps, but hell, I want them to have a WrestleMania 30 moment where people can remember it. A lot of belts change hands on Monday Night Raw, and that's a fact. But now let's talk about some of the mid-card stuff they did do right. Let's talk about Cesaro and Swagger developments here. And you know what? Cesaro and Swagger, they interfered in each other's matches for Big E. And really, to be honest, what's with Big E looking like he's some enhancement guy for these two? Like, he's your IC champion. If you really have nothing for Big E to do, find something. Hell, fucking Mark Henry's there. Why can't you just have it where Mark Henry betrays Big E or set up a Mark Henry and Big E match? Makes a whole lot of sense to me, right? I guess WWE is just dumb sometimes. So, Cesaro and Swagger, you know, they interfere in each other's matches with Big E. For some reason, Big E was wrestling twice tonight. Good for him. But the thing was, Cesaro was about to turn on Jack Swagger here. And I said to myself, oh, don't waste the face turn here. Build it up. Because the best type of anticipation is when they build it up, where you want to see it happen. Cesaro, yes, to us internet fans, we've been clamoring. To all the fans in the live attendance, they've been cheering Cesaro. But they want to build up some type of tension for a reason to turn Antonio Cesaro heel. And why would you turn Cesaro heel? Turn face, I should say. Why would Cesaro turn face when Jack Swagger interrupted a match? Please tell me, where in the blue hell does it make it seem like, oh, Jack, just because Cesaro interrupted, just because Swagger interrupted Cesaro's match, he's pissed off at him? Yeah, he did, 2 weeks in a row. No, you need some real-life tension that would actually make you want to battle them. And Zeb Coulter did an excellent job here. We the fucking people. Great work here by the WWE. And another great thing was the Shield and Wyatt match. I don't know if you could really consider this mid-card since Bray Wyatt's going to headline with John Cena at WrestleMania 30. But the thing was with what they did with Seth Rollins. You know, instead of the casual old storyline, oh, look, it's two egomaniacs, two alpha males, and Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose fighting and breaking up, and we don't know what we're doing with Seth Rollins. You have it where Seth Rollins is sick of this. And he says, get your shit together, guys. Get your shit together and actually work as a team. I'm sick and tired of trying to keep you guys together. I'm the guy who freaking makes you guys work and all that other stuff. I'm the guy who makes sure that we don't argue a lot. Get your shit together. And, you know, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns were working together just fine. And we got the dynamic of Seth Rollins looking on like, did he make the right decision by walking out on the Shield? And yes, it means the Shield might be breaking up soon. And yes, that's sad because the Shield is a very good faction for the WWE. But hey, you know, not everything can stay forever, and that's a matter of fact. And I really liked how they did this. I really felt the WWE did a great job with Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns here. I feel excited to see what they're going to do next week with Seth Rollins and what Seth Rollins' explanation is more in detail. Cannot wait to see what the WWE does. Great stuff from the WWE in the mid card. 2 Divas matches. Nikki Bella won, which means she's going to win at WrestleMania. And when I saw Emma come out, and I knew they were going to do another mixed tag match, I was just like this. I headed to my damn bathroom and I said, deuces, and I came back and I saw Sheamus and Christian were about to wrestle, and as I was walking back to my computer and I saw it and I was like, Sheamus and Christian? Oh man, I'm out of here. Went to go make some damn dinner. That's what happened. I don't watch that much garbage. I'm sorry, guys. Like, Sheamus and Christian may be wrestling. They may be building up something for WrestleMania. Do I care? No. Like, why is it that Christian, whenever he turns heel, it's just like his storyline is, oh, I lose clean to the guy every week, and I deserve to wrestle them again. Oh. But there's not one thing that's stupid, about the next segment, with Daniel Bryan, and Triple H. Daniel Bryan and Triple H worked well with the mic here tonight. I really felt these guys meshed very well. I really liked their promo with Triple H and Daniel Bryan. I just felt they worked wonders with each other. And, you know, Stephanie McMahon, you know, what she said, she put out some good points. You know, we do this all for you, Bryan. The TV, the ring, it's all for you. And I really liked how Daniel Bryan and Triple H, you know, pretty much we're going back and forth here, but the one thing I was saying, and I said it on Twitter, WWE, Hulk Hogan's the host of WrestleMania 30. He can make whatever match he wants. Why not have it where the almighty Hulkster comes into the middle of that ring, dude, and he grabs a microphone. And he says, you don't want Triple H, brother. You don't want to battle my man, Daniel Bryan. I think Daniel Bryan is an A-plus superstar. You get Daniel Bryan over with Hulkamania, and the fact is, Hulkamania is still over, people. This guy is doing TV shows all over the damn place. People talk about the Hulkster still, whether you like it or not. People still talk about this motherfucker, and the Hulkster just promotes Daniel Bryan, and instead of having it where we have to wait for next week just to have Hulk Hogan announcement, have a Hulk Hogan announce it now. And so when Hogan goes on his little media tour, he talks about Daniel Bryan, and he talks about how Bryan's a total package dude. I really think Daniel Bryan's something in this business, brother, and I can't wait till Daniel Bryan beats up Triple H. And you have Hulk Hogan endorse Daniel Bryan. Holy hell, I think that would make a lot of sense to me. Wouldn't that make a lot of sense to you? And if there's anything to complain here, that's it. That Hulk Hogan didn't come out to endorse Daniel Bryan. Build up that people do believe in Daniel Bryan inside of the business and not just Triple H, to where Triple H is infuriated about this. That's what I would have done here. Instead, overall, though, the segment was good, Triple H had some good lines, It was a 20-minute promo, so it worked well for Triple H, Daniel Bryan keeps on improving every single week on the mic, And Kane and Daniel Bryan had a nice little brawl. All right, John Cena time. Well, what is Cena now? Like, can someone tell me? Okay, him selling the injury looked hilarious as fuck, but is he a heel? Because the way he makes it sound like when he talks about, if you want change in this business, you have to go through me. Like, that could be a great heel gimmick for John Cena if you had John Cena pretty much, go like, if you want changes in this business, you have to go through me. I'm the person that makes change in this business happen. Like, he sounded like such a heel, and then out comes Bray Wyatt, and not my favorite Wyatt promo. I didn't understand what this build-up was trying to accomplish, but all we know now is that John Cena and Bray Wyatt is still main event in WrestleMania, brothers. Remember, John Cena fills our souls with the light. He's the man that makes the WWE eat. We have to give the fans what they want, and that's John Cena versus Bray Wyatt at the main event of WrestleMania 30. That's all the segment confirmed to me. It was before the main event match. When your segment's on last, that means you're main eventing the biggest show of them all with the devil who dances himself, John Cena. So, really, to be honest, that just confirmed it to me. I know a lot of people still don't agree with me that Cena versus Bray Wyatt's not main event WrestleMania 30, but it's happening, brother. So now we move on to the main event match with Batista versus Daniel Bryan. And what? Finally, it's been like over 2 hours, WWE, and now my boy, Randall Keith Orton, putting his titles to the side. He's finally showing up, wishing Dave Batista good luck tonight. And Batista, the promo before, he talks about how too many wrestling fans are watching movies and comic books, and he's starring in a movie comic book later this year. I love heel Batista. So hypocritical. It's amazing. But Batista and Bryan, decent match between these two. I don't know where they were saying this is the first time ever, because Alex Putman on Twitter told me how, these guys used to wrestle before, and it was a not false count, but beat the clock challenge match. So this wasn't the first time ever, WWE. You lied to me. You lied to me about this first time ever business. But Batista and Bryan, really, to be honest, put on a good showing. I liked it. I didn't think it was a great match or anything. Bryan was the star of this match, no denying it. And when it looked like Daniel Bryan was about to defeat Batista, Randy Orton comes in for whatever reason, because he has to be outside of the ring because it's Randy fucking Orton. And Randy Orton decides to beat up on Daniel Bryan, which leads to Daniel Bryan, pretty much getting double teamed by Batista and Orton until Daniel Bryan hits a running knee on Orton. Batista hits a spear on Bryan. The Authority comes out. Oh, all this crazy madness. And when it looks like Daniel Bryan's about to beat up Triple H because Triple H is pissed off at him, Batista's like, nah, bitch. Batista bomb, rolls out of the ring, helping his best friend. And you have Triple H stand tall at the end of Monday Night Raw. Fans chanting CM Punk. No CM Punk came out. And really, to be honest, I'm glad CM Punk didn't come out for this segment, because that would mean CM Punk and Triple H would have to wrestle, and it would make no sense for CM Punk to come out to help Daniel Bryan out. And And in all honesty, I like this ending to Monday Night Raw because now we're just hinting even more that Triple H, and Daniel Bryan, are wrestling one-on-one in the middle of the ring, at WrestleMania 30. One thing I did forget to mention on Monday Night Raw, which I apologize, is that Jesse Pinkman helped Dolph Ziggler win a match. There you go, Internet fans. Dolph Ziggler beat Alberto Del Stinko. There you go. But overall, this episode of Monday Night Raw was a good episode. It wasn't bad. There was good build-up throughout. Cena and Wyatt, you could argue, was the weakest of tonight's build-up, but the WWE Heavyweight title match got some build-up. We got some build-up for Triple H and Bryan. We got some build-up with the Shield, possibly breaking up. Cesaro and Swagger had some build-up going in. In all honesty, I like this episode of Monday Night Raw. Not much to complain about. The one thing I want to say is WWE won. They won. The fans were supposed to hijack the show. I don't think the fans hijacked anything. If anything, all I heard was loud CM Punk chants, which I would expect because this is Chicago and they chanted loud for CM Punk every time he was there. And in all honesty, I felt that the WWE pretty much gave the fans what they wanted and they just did business as usual. They knew the fans would come in loud. The fans were loud. I'm saying the Chicago fans were great for tonight's episode. They just failed on this whole hijacking experiment. And I'm just saying, yes, the WWE gave you what they wanted, but just know, this could only be for 1 week where the WWE gives us what we want, and they can go back to business as usual the next week. But overall, good episode of Monday Night Raw. That's all I got to say. If you want more thoughts on me about Monday Night Raw, check out chillinwithchase.wordpress.com where I give more extended thoughts about this. You know, some of the stuff I may have not covered in my video all too much, in all honesty. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Check out chillinwithchase.wordpress.com. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseOller68. I am out of here. Hope you guys enjoy. And oh yeah, Blue Borton. Fuck you, Blue Borton. I got a surprise for you next week, bitch. Later.